Well, hello everybody who isn't in the room yet because we're early. I'm early today. Are you shocked? Let's see if we can turn you for a little better view. Tonight we're going to be discussing a few journaling prompts, and we're going to wait for some people to get in the room, and I'm going to try to get myself live over here in the comments so I can read them. How is everybody doing today that isn't in the room yet? Hoping everybody had a good day. Today is Monday already. Oh, there I am. I'm live. Okay, so we're going to mute that and see if anybody comes to visit the Gina. Now, I know we're early. We're 8 minutes early. Oh, there's 3 people in the room now. Hi, guys. Let's see who's in the room. Hi, Ginger. So tonight what we're going to be discussing is a few journaling prompts. So for those of you who are already here, I'm going to read the first one to you and we can get started on that. And I know we're early. I realize that we're early tonight. But I was so late last week that I thought I would come in early tonight just to get us going. And our first prompt is, well, I don't know exactly how I feel about this particular one, but it says, how do you feel, or actually says, how do I feel at this very moment? How are we feeling right now today? What's your emotional well-being right now? So as you're saying hello and who you are in the room, what program you're following, go ahead and let us know how are you feeling at this very moment. So those are the things that you're going to say. What state you're in, your name, what plan you're following if you're on a weight loss journey, and the first prompted question is, how do I feel at this very moment? What is your emotional state? Hi, Ira. Hi, Tony. How you doing, Tony? I don't know. Have I seen you in a while? Were you here last week? I'll answer that question myself while you all are typing. I've had a pretty rough couple of weeks, and over the weekend, because that's just the way life rolls, I'm relatively sure that Honey and I both got food poisoning from the local Chinese restaurant. And I just ate an orange. So if I have orange in my teeth, please forgive me. On Saturday, both of us were lazy and just wanted to stay home and not go out and just enjoy the day. So we decided we were going to order in Chinese takeout. Now, granted, that's not good for Weight Watchers. It's definitely not good for Weight Watchers 3 days before weigh-in. But that's what we chose to do. And both of us got sick within an hour of eating it. So we knew it was food poisoning. We knew it wasn't sickness. And lived it out for the next, say, 14 to 20 hours. I think his lasted a little longer than mine did. Just getting rid of all of that nastiness in our tummy. Just sick to our tummy. So, one way or the other, I wasn't supposed to be eating Chinese food now, was I? So, my emotional state today is better than yesterday and the day before. I did get up and go to work and had my normal day, and weigh-in is tomorrow. Relatively sure I'll at least maintain, if not gain, because of the sodium from the Chinese food. You know, you just don't know, other than the fact that we didn't really eat a whole lot after that. So, and that was Saturday. Today I have eaten maybe about 2 ounces of chicken on a little bit of a baguette and a cup of coffee. And it's 6 o'clock in the evening. So, cannot say I've overeaten since then at all. That's mine. So you go ahead. I'm going to say it real quick again. Hello to everyone. I'm going to say hello to everybody who's in the room right now as you post your greeting, what state you're in, what plan you're following, and the first question, you might as well answer it at the same time, is How do I feel at this very moment? What's your emotional status right now? Okay, so let's say hello. Let's say hello. Hi, Marilyn and Tammy and Anne. Okay, that's everybody in. Oh, it's hard to hear. Is it still hard to hear? Let me see if I can get closer. When I turn the sound up on this, and I can certainly try it, it gets this static. So you tell me if this makes it better or worse right now. Okay, so I'm going to talk. Did it make it terrible or better? Or neither? Waiting on someone to reply. Anyone to reply? No difference to you. Okay. Ginger, can you hear me or is it too quiet? Okay for you. I'll talk louder. I'll try to yell. Okay. So, and I can type too if I have to. I'm going to go ahead and turn that back down because I don't want it to start that. It does this weird crazy thing when I film on my iPad, which is a new iPad Pro. It's not even, it's new. It's an iPad Pro, and I've had so many issues with the sound on it. So let me go back and see if I can read some of these answers. Ginger says, I'm feeling encouraged to get my head back in the game. Yay, 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 Ginger. The weather is getting nicer and is always giving me a bit of an emotional boost. Yeah, the weather can do that. When it's rainy and dreary and all that, it is hard to be up and ready to go and motivated. I understand that, especially depending on where you are. And you in that rainy state of yours that you're in, you know, it's rainy anyways. Ira says, oh, Tony's in SAC. And Iris says, Orange County, California. I'm on freestyle and I'm blah today, but blessed. Blah and blessed. I love that. That's a good way to be. Hi, Tammy. Tammy, did you answer the question? Oh, yeah, you did down here farther. Okay. Anne says, hard to hear. Okay, read that. Good. Anne says it's better. Okay. Tammy says, hello, Miss Gina. My emotional status is happy. Woohoo! I like happy. I get to start losing the boot. LOL. Broken foot in on the mend. My mother's doing exactly the same thing you are right now. My mother-in-law. She's in Kentucky and will be starting Weight Watchers as soon as I can fully drive. My mother-in-law had to go to a nursing home because she couldn't be on her foot at all for 6 weeks. I don't know how she's liking that. Okay. Tony says, feeling encouraged, started walking more, have done 5-mile walk twice so far. Dude, I don't know that I mean, unless I'm at like Disneyland, I don't walk 5 miles in a day. I should, but I don't. Right? And I agree with you. Who is that person? That's wonderful. Okay, so we're going to read question number 2. And it says, question number 2 says, so there's 14 people in the room. Not everybody has said hello yet. So as you're answering question number 2, tell us your first name, what state you're in, and what plan you're following as far as a weight loss journey is concerned. And question number 2 says, and you're going to answer this at the same time, what do I need more of in my life? That could be a loaded question. I could go so many different areas with that, but I'm going to let you all answer a little bit before I give you my answer. And Jackie says, hello. Hi, Jackie. So if Jackie, if you just got in, we just read our second question, which was, and I just closed it. What do I need more of in my life? And Vicky says, hello. Hi, Vicky. Okay, let me see. Let me say hello to a few people. So hi, Vicky. Hi, Jackie, Dawn. Everybody, I'm caught up again. Do we need to keep Dawn? Probably. I don't know. I might not say the words, but you can type, I guess, whatever you want. My moderator ain't here yet, so. Vicky, I wonder if I could make you a moderator. I wonder if it'll let me do that. No. Vicky says, I need more self-discipline and confidence. Ginger says, I need more quiet. I love quiet. I love to be quiet and still. There's nothing like that, in my opinion. And I've not ever been told too often in life that I need self-confidence. But discipline, on the other hand, Vicky, clearly. You know what I did? Okay, I'm just going to be honest, since this is a weight loss journey room where we vent. Actually, I know this is just to connect you guys, and I get that. But I had one of my videos pop up. You know how suggested videos pop up on your whatever, and it happened to be one of mine. And it happened to be from a year ago next week. And I should say that my emotional status right now is discouraged because, hi Janella, is because while I had significant progress after May 26th, I also had significant, whatever the word is, I digressed also. I'm literally the same and have been on Weight Watchers for an additional year. So I went down, I'd lost 26 pounds and now I'm back to only having lost 13. I gotta say that was a little discouraging. A whole year has been wasted other than, the money was wasted as well. So, that stinks. I gotta be honest, that stinks. Is it anybody's fault but my own? No. Did I let trials and tribulations come in and mess with my head and cause me to go backwards? Yes. Did I fall off the wagon? Yes. Did I do all those stupid things to myself? Yes. All of it myself. Yes. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Marilyn. Yes, did it all myself. But physically seeing that video pop up from a whole year ago and me weighing exactly the same a whole year later on Weight Watchers was ugly. It's got to be, I got to say the word is ugly. Almost to the point of, is this the program for me? And then I could go totally on the other end of the spectrum and say, okay, well, again, none of it's no one's fault but my own. I'm the one that didn't follow program. I'm the one that got mad and huffy and puffy and went off track and didn't follow plan. So all of it my fault. Nothing I can say to blame anyone but myself, other than the fact that I just still am not 100% sold on freestyle itself. The program has too much flexibility and freedom for me. But again, my fault for not following it. Just kind of telling you where I am. Really, really thinking about trying to find a different program. In saying that, I'm very much considering doing something else. Staying on Weight Watchers, but adding something I've been doing some research on, adding it into my day. And so once I get a little more research on it, see if it would fit into the program, see if it helps, I'll share it with you. But I've done so much up, down, high, low. Hi, Gwen. How are you? I'm Lisa. Lisa's in the room. Hello. I don't want to share it just yet, but I was doing a lot of research on things to help with my eye and keeping my blood sugar level. And something I've come across within research, I really think could be a benefit to us. So maybe in a few weeks after I give it a good go, I'll share it. But so that in itself tells me I'll be here for at least another 2 weeks to a month without making a decision, a finality decision of, you know, is Weight Watchers going to be in the Gina's future or not? And I know that's an ugly thing to say in a Weight Watcher room, but a whole year, a whole stinking year, that's ugly. Okay, so let me go back and see if anyone answered the question. And the question is, if you're just in the room, new to the room, and you haven't answered the question yet, it is, what do I need more of in my life? And I'm going to go ahead and read a few answers while you come up with your answer. What do you need more of in your life? Okay. Anne says friends. Hello, Anne. I totally hear that. I don't know if Dawn kept it G-rated. If we want to hear what she had to say later on, hopefully I'll get down to it. That was funny. Jackie needs time. Tony needs activities. And needs more friends. I understand that, Anne. Have you ever been in a room full of people or in a large setting? Like, I have a pretty large surrounding of people. I have a big family. I have a big circle of friends, but I don't have those. I have 1, 2 in my life here, people that I know I could just call on a whim and, you know, I need them, I want to go do this, would you go with me type thing. That's weird. That's not, that, I agree with you. Need more of that. Okay, Iris said, I need more motivation most days. And Tammy said, but on the weight front, I need more willpower. Amen, Tammy. 100% agreed. Ginger agrees as well. Thank you, Ginger, for liking my mug. Me too. I like it. It's cute. I think it's a Starbucks mug. I'm not an advocate for Starbucks. I also don't live without it. But anyways. More momentum on this journey. I understand that, Marilyn. Totally understand that. Dawn says, I need more willpower for sure. That's G-rated, so you didn't say what you wanted to say, Dawn. Now I want to know what she wanted to say. Gwen says, hey, sister. Hey, sister, soul sister. Okay, I'll quit. Iris says, please do share when you have more information because this girl is struggling on freestyle even while staying on this program. Yeah, I do. I don't want to do it because I've done so many. I'm going to do this. I did keto. I did counting calories. I did all on this channel. I did Weight Watchers now for a year and 2 months and literally am only 13 pounds down. Again, my fault. Not blaming Weight Watchers, but true. I've got to find something to supplement this or to cause motivation to be there. Now, granted, I did just, recently, 2 months ago, join the gym. So I am getting more activity than normal. So there's that. Tracy needs more peace. Okay, a whole song went in my head about that, but I won't do it. Gwen needs self-discipline and says 3 of my best friends have moved. I'm sorry. I know that in a completely different sense of the word in two ways. My entire immediate family prior pastor and 64 families from our church moved to Northwest Arkansas. Well, not all at the same time, but pretty darn close to all at the same time. I mean, within a 3-year span, 64 families from our church moved to Arkansas. Tell me, that ain't a big old bunch of your friends. And it was my entire youth group. Of course, we were all married with kids at the time, but my youth group that I grew up with all moved back there, including my sisters, both of them. Left me here with no one. Yeah. And then the other one, which is more comical, which was the first thing I thought of, was, which I don't blame them, because this is California. I live in California, okay? Let's get our head wrapped around that. My hairdresser, which you can tell I don't go to now, my hairdresser, masseuse, and nail tech lady was all in the same building in the next town over, 2 towns over, and I went to them for all of them. They all picked up and moved to Oregon, all of them. And they got a business there, a building there, and they all 3 with all their families moved. So I had to go, I lost all of it in one closed business sign. I wasn't happy. Yeah. Oh, see, you guys just keep putting them songs in my head. You got a friend in me, and you've got a friend in Vicky. Now I want to sing the next line, but I won't. Dawn says, okay, there it is. Still G-rated, kind of. She needs sexy boys. That's pretty G-rated, right? Don't we all? Okay, Vicky says, we're all going to the same place, starting a new church. Oh, yes. Okay, so what happened, just a quick rundown of that. My, at the time, pastor gave up our church. He was the pastor at our church, and he left our church and started a church the next town over from where that church was, and he had that for several years. And then they moved to Ohio, where my first sister moved. So I still had one sister here, the other sister moved to Ohio, and within like a year they pioneered a church in Arkansas. And once it was kind of settled and started, people just started migrating from my church. And because we loved him, I mean, literally, like, loved him as our pastor, as our mentor, as our friend. And so when they moved to Arkansas, my other sister moved also. And it just was this, it seemed like every month, oh, 5 families are going. Oh, 7 families are going. Oh, the next month. Oh, 3 families are going this month. And before you knew it, they just all migrated. Pretty much built a whole town. It was unbelievable. So did they go for a church? Like, to start a church? No. But once he started a church there, they all started migrating there. Yeah. It was, I mean, we're very closely associated with them. Their current pastor in that church, because he ended up passing away, which happens to be my sister's father-in-law. He passed away. And so their current pastor and our pastor are best friends and have been for decades. So it's not like we're not all very closely associated, but still a big old hunk of our group of people moved. Hard. That was hard. Okay, let's see where we are. Ginger deleted her message, so I don't know what she said. B, hi B. Anne says, when you retire, you lose many work friends. Yeah, I understand that. I went from the banking institution where I had so many people in my life every day to I work for a nonprofit and I'm the private secretary to the senior pastor. So I do the books and I'm the private secretary to the pastor. I don't really see anybody unless they need counseling. So there's never really a lot of pleasant people walking into the room that just, shooting the breeze. It's not like that. It's like someone needs help, someone needs guidance, or no one, except on Food Bank Day, which is wow crazy. So there is that. Tammy says, gotta go. Bye, Tammy. It was good to see you. Okay, so let's go to question number 3. Question number 3 says, what would make me happy right now? Right now, what would make you happy? Go. Go. Type it. I wish I could say one word, but just go. Let's see who says, what would make you happy right now? Chocolate cake would put me in a coma. Already been there. Tony says traveling. Sandy. Oh, my Sandy's in the room. Sandy, it would make me happy to get a big old bear hug from you right now. Jackie says to get over this plateau. Oh, Jackie. 100% see ya. Hear ya, know ya. Ira says, honestly, an Oreo cookie. I wish you people would quit picking chocolate. Motivation. Anne says motivation. Vicky says, knowing my daughter is going to find a great job soon and be happy. You know what, Vicky? Tom was out of work for a long time. 3 years. And I know most of you don't live in California, but you still had that big old construction fall, probably all over the country. But it was very bad here in California. And my husband worked for the largest builder in the country, and he had a desk job, and he worked in the warranty department, and he oversaw just subdivisions full of homeowner purchases and warranties and things like that. So he had, I don't know how else to explain it. I won't talk salaries, but let's just say he had 2 bonuses a year, and each bonus was about $25,000 to $28,000. His bonuses, so that kind of gets you the realm of lifestyle he had. He was out of work for 3 years. They actually laid him off twice. The second time he went back, he worked for 7 months. They laid him off again, and it was his 40th birthday. To say all of that, Vicky, is to say he is a mechanic now and loves his job. He makes a quarter of the salary. We have no bills. We do not have debt at all. And we are, as far as that goes, as far as monetarily, now emotionally we know I'm having some issues, but monetarily we have never lived freer and happier. So she can find it. It might be completely different. My husband is so clean, a neat freak, clean, don't get dirty guy, and he is a mechanic. And he loves his job. Who knew? So it can happen. It can and will happen. I love that. I love that that's what, you're not even thinking of yourself. You're thinking of her, and that makes it even better. Okay. Iris says travel. I know you don't hug. Oh, Sandy. Sandy's too busy rubbing my feet. If you don't watch it, I'll just stick my foot right up here, Missy. Dawn says a new career. Yeah, I love that. I love that. That would make me happy too. B says vacation would be nice. Yep. I'm going on vacation middle of June for at least a week. I'm going to split up the days into 2 weeks, but I think I'm going to take a week off. My sister will be here. My oldest sister will be here from Arkansas for 2 weeks. Marilyn says a salami Sammy. Don't worry, none in the house. Okay, Lisa says warm weather On the East Coast, it's been tough all year. It's still real. I mean, I have a long sleeve shirt on. We're talking mid-May in California, so it is not hot like it normally is, even here. So the weather's just weird. Okay. Gwen says, my 18-year-old daughter has Asperger's. I would be happy if I could make her a path, her path through life easier. I bet so. I bet so, Gwen. Janellis is making it. And we're caught up. Now, if any of you happen to be in the room and you don't know Sandy, say so right now. I don't know who Sandy is. Just say, yes, if you don't know. Yes, I don't know Sandy. Because I don't know how you could possibly not. Okay, we've got someone in the room. Libby does not know Sandy. Okay, Sandy is over at Let's Get Fit. She does daily vlogs, and she's on freestyle, and most everybody in the room here is on freestyle. She's as nutty as I am. She's definitely more faithful to YouTube than I am because she vlogs every day but Sunday. She does family vlogs. She has family dinners with her family where she shows a lot of that. She shows what she ate in a day every day with the exception of Sundays. And she is my YouTube bestie. You got to go find her. Let's Get Fit. She's a Grammy like me. She has a way bigger family than I do. And she cray-cray. So if you like me, you'll like her. Okay, let's see what everybody said. I can't believe you guys don't know who Sandy is. Sandy, say hi. Say hi again. Sandy! Sandy said, I don't know Sandy. I'm on a whooper. Unless this just happens to be Denise in the room, which I know it's not. It's Sandy. Sandy, say hi. Okay, that's Sandy. So when you guys get done, either plop back on here or click on her name and go run over to her channel and push subscribe. If you like daily what I ates, daily vlogs, if you like the Weight Watcher meeting highlights, just basically all around Weight Watcher lifestyle, ups, downs, gain weight, lose weight, motivated, discouraged, honesty, which is what you get with me, it's what you're going to get with her. Okay. Sandy is her hero, Vicky. She's my hero too. Sandy, I want to tell you something. I almost haven't been wanting to tell you, but I'll just tell you since we're on here and you're in the room. You weigh less than me. You do. By like 3 pounds. And it makes me furious. Now you got to know, I'm only 4'8". And Sandy, how tall are you? She's definitely more than 4'8". Yep. You weigh less than me. How tall are you? I'm going to say 5'8". How tall are you? And I don't even know her. Never met her. 5'9". Ha! I knew. Close enough. Yeah. She weighs less than me. Yeah, that's been bugging me for about a month now. I knew you were getting there. I knew we were at the moment of being close, and then when you went back up over the 40 pound mark, I literally thought to myself, okay, Gina, get your butt in gear. Just stay under her. Just stay under her. Just stay under her, and you guys will be fine. But you passed me, and I'm panicking. I'm completely panicking. I knew it wasn't Denise. Yes, that's true, Ira. She sings happy birthday to everyone who will tell her that it's their birthday that day or that next day coming up. She will sing happy birthday to you. I don't do that. She weighs less than Gwen, too. See, and Sandy started at 304.2. I started at 254.4, and she passed me. That tells you the kind of year I've had. And I think she started before me on Weight Watchers, though. I think. I started March 20th, 2017. Okay. Tracy said, if I were taller, I wouldn't have a weight problem. Being 5'2" is hard. Yeah. Try being 4'7", Tracy. Yeah. Sandy just never gives up. You're right. Even after the bad days. See, that's the difference. And I think that might be. Now, granted, there was a time where Sandy completely gave up. And I know that because I lived through all of it with her, where she just didn't want to do it at all. And I remember that. And she gained all of her weight back. And she went back down again. But as a general rule, and it's a great example to follow, if you fall off for a meal or if you fall off for a day, doesn't mean you don't get right back on that horse and go forward with the next meal. If I get too far into that zone, I'm just done. And it takes me till the next whatever, the next weigh-in day, the next weekend, the next Monday starting, whatever the next is, to get my mind back wrapped around it. She can go right back on track after eating, a big old Red Robin hamburger and meal and milkshake and all this stuff. If that happens to her, then the next day she eats, salads and a little baked chicken and a vegetable for dinner and gets herself right back on track. I don't have that same mentality. I don't have that in my head yet as straight. I'm a little crooked in the head. Okay, so number 4. What is going right in my life? I don't like that question. I don't even want to ask that question. Let's skip it. Number 5. What am I grateful for? List at least 10 things. That might be something that we could talk about maybe as a whole thing. Let's skip that one too. When did I experience joy this week? That's a good one. When something that happened to you, kind of keep it as short as you can, that you experienced joy this week. For myself, I'll answer while you guys are writing. I, for a split second, saw a glimmer of light in the relationship between us and our kids, where I had a texting conversation with my daughter-in-law. It's basically the first time we've spoken since, other than surface speaking, since September. And I felt like it was a slight breakthrough, and I had a glimmer of hope of something getting rectified and fixed. So that was Thursday or Friday. I think it was Friday, this past Friday. So that was it for me. B said her twins turned 17. My baby's 32. You better enjoy them 17-year-olds. Sandy said, had 2 hummingbirds at my feeder on Sunday. Sandy, your birds finally came. Okay, I'm going to go back and see who I missed. Iris said, we're going to do this together. Sandy said, gained 5 pounds in April, kicked back in gear, lost 6.6 pounds first 2 weeks in May. See what I mean? That's exactly what I mean. If you need good, solid motivation, even after a day of crazy, out of controls, she's the gal you go to for that. Libby said, sorry, I'm not commenting much. I'm just listening while on the lounge swing in my backyard. What a brat, Libby. I want a lounge swing in my backyard, which is funny because I technically have a hammock and we don't ever put it out there. It's one of those ones that like folds up like one of those awnings that you take when you go camping or to a lake, except it's a hammock and it's covered like that. I love it, but we never put it out there because we don't want it to get rusty. So what's the point of having it if you're not going to use it? What's the point of being on a diet if you're not going to lose weight? Right? Okay, let's see what else. You don't know the significance of them 2 hummingbirds for Sandy. She's been waiting on them hummingbirds for a long time. Tracy said, got a nice compliment from someone who hasn't seen me in a while and told me that I was so skinny. I've lost 35 pounds since February. Tracy, 35 pounds since February. I saw you went to the coast. Oakland? Is that where you were? With a couple of people? I saw that. That's awesome. Great job. Carrie said, my daughter's prom. She was so happy and beautiful. My oldest turned 25 and I had a nice loss. Those are 3 wonderful things. My niece went to prom and she is my beauty queen. I've showed her on here several times and I just love her to pieces. And she had a beautiful dress on, but there was just something about it or the day. I'm just not quite sure. She just looked harder than she looks. I don't know. But I don't know if that's going to show up for you guys. I don't know if it's the dark makeup or the bright lips. She's just so beautiful that I wish I had a better picture. You know what I mean? Anyways. Squirrel! Gina went off track. You just said prom and it made me think of her. Jackie says, attended a baby shower for a cousin and how much the new mom loved my crafty gift and homemade card. Oh, I love that. I love that. When you're appreciated, I love that. Iris said, I had my annual tea party and spent a wonderful day with family and friends. We watched the Royals. Oh, that is like the perfect day to me. I would love to have a tea party. I haven't had a tea party in probably 10 years. Hi, Carrie. No problem. No problem. Glad you're here. Vicki says, my husband told me thank you for taking such good care of him tonight. Out of the blue. Don't you just love things like that? When you don't really have any reason for that compliment, just comes up out of nowhere. You know those are the heartfelt ones. I love that. Marilyn said, watching the royal wedding. Yeah, it was beautiful, wasn't it? It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. I know. I can't get it right. I cannot get it right, Sandy. I can't. Tracy said, to the Pink concert. Was that around here? B said, that's so wonderful of your husband, Vicki. Oh yeah, she's talking to Vicki. It was beautiful. Gina, come to mine next year one. I will let you know. Oh man, I love tea parties. Okay, we're all caught up. Yeah, I know it was in Oakland. I knew you were in Oakland. I was trying to figure out where you guys were, but if you all haven't figured out, Tracy and I are in the same neck of the woods, and we haven't even met yet. I mean, we literally are in the, technically not, but we're in the same town. I think we might have a date to go see book club at some point in time. Tracy was so bad she ate at Cafe Z and I had 2 blueberry lemon drops. Yeah, I saw your drinks. They were pretty. They were very, very pretty. Yeah, it is. It's the same town. I mean, it's technically one town over, but it's the same town. She lives in, I won't say where she lives. She lives in one town and I live one town over. But literally, you're on one side of the street, it's her town, and on the other side of the street, it's my town at one point in time. Tracy is so jealous. I want to see her when she comes to SAC next April. Pink, you mean? 10 out of 10 for book. 10. Did you already see it, Sandy? Did you already see book club? I'm so jealous. Tracy, we're behind. Well, folks, where are we? Good Lord, we're 45 minutes in. Should we go? I can't believe you've seen the movie. Okay, I have a question that brings something up. How many of you watch old black and white movies, like on Turner Classic Movies or AMC or something like that? Do any of you watch them? I know, I saw that you put that, Tracy. We should go, because I really don't have anyone to go with. But, okay, so, good. Lots of you watch them. We should do, instead of a book club, because my eyeballs aren't letting me read, agree to watch an old movie and then get on here on a certain day of the week and just talk about the movie. Because I learned so much about just reading the credits of a movie once. Like, for instance, there was an actual person called Ben Nice who is a makeup, like there's a makeup brand called Ben Nye. And I was thinking, that was an actual person who did makeup on Judy Garland in movies. And I'm thinking, there's so much we don't know, and we don't, just because we don't pay attention. But would that be fun? I love old black and white movies. Love, 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 love them. And just kind of dig into them and see what we thought about them and who our favorite characters were. Anybody game for that? Would that be fun? I love that idea. Okay, let's think about this. Let's kind of look through all of the, what'd Sandy say? She said something funny. I'm married to a black and white movie. Sandy, that means you have to watch them. You have to watch it. I think it would be so... Did I come back? Am I there? Am I? Am I back? I'm shocked.